welcome, parents, students, staff, family, and friends. We're finally here. Not in the way we all imagined, but we're here. Our graduation is happening under the most unusual circumstances. We're graduating during a pandemic at the Parma Drive-In instead of the O'Connor Fieldhouse 1 week after school gets out. But we still get to be here. We get to celebrate the people we've become and our accomplishments. The class of 2020 has spent the last 4 years becoming and evolving into the people before you today. We have been inspired and supported by our parents, teachers, coaches, family, and friends to become the people we are now. I would like to take this moment to thank the people who have shaped me as a person. Thank you to my wonderful parents who have encouraged me to be the best I possibly can be. Thank you for your unwavering support and love for me. My mom and dad have been so much more than just my parents. They are my mentors, my teachers, my coaches, my best friends, and my support system. They are always there to listen and give me advice, and annoyingly always be right about everything. They make sure I know they're always there for me, and they will do anything in their power to help me succeed. My mom and dad are the two most influential people in my life and my biggest advocates. Thank you to my wonderful little sister. She loves me unconditionally and lets me be weird. She just laughs as I dance between lifts while I work out. Thank you to my family who loves me no matter what. Thank you for always being there for me, knowing me and loving me as your granddaughter, niece, and cousin. Thank you to my coaches and my mentors who have shaped me as a person. Thank you for giving me opportunities to grow and learn and always supporting me. Thank you to my wonderful friends. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for the car ride karaoke sessions, sporting events, coffee runs, ice cream dates, and being my training buddies. Lastly, thank you to the class of 2020 for our 4 wonderful years of high school. The class of 2020 has counted down the days to graduation. Some of us counting down since the first day of freshman year. We couldn't wait to get out of here. Now graduation is here, and I'm sad it is because it means leaving. Leaving people we've spent 8 hours a day with, leaving those who've become such a big part of our lives. But it's okay. Let's not be sad because this is the ending to a chapter in our lives, but let's smile because it happened. This is the last time we will all get to be together in one place. You could say, as of now, our lives have been shaped by high school. High school has been the only thing we've ever known. Throughout the 4 years as a class, we contributed our own individual strengths. The class of 2020 is filled with athletes, scholars, actors, musicians, artists, programmers, and engineers. We were influenced by our teachers, our friends, coaches, and mentors. We grew as high school students. My hope is that we continue to evolve, grow, and become better in our relationships, education, and jobs outside of high school. Doing things that scare us, things that make us better and push us out of our comfort zone. I hope that you choose never to be complacent and to strive for excellence in every single thing you do. We can't talk about where we're going without acknowledging where we've been, because those events shaped us. While writing this speech, I wanted to speak about our 4 years of high school and how the class of 2020 has grown. I spent months writing down ideas. I didn't want it to be generalized or boring like a paper I wrote for my English 102 class, which apparently put my professor to sleep. Our high school journey began freshman year. I remember the summer before freshman year texting my friend about high school. We were so excited to start high school and rushing to grow up. We had this expectation of what high school would look like because things we'd seen on TV or this picture we'd painted in our heads. But I was wrong. High school is nothing like I expected it to be. it was better. To be honest, freshman year was a blur. I remember being thrown into high school. We were taking dual credit classes, had new teachers, and had to remember our schedules. Sometimes walking into a classroom, sitting down, looking around and thinking, uh-oh, I'm in the wrong class. Feeling so small, we had to try to find our place in high school. We were so awkward trying to find out where we belonged. Then came sophomore year. Some of us just struggled to spell sophomore. But we started to find a rhythm. We walked with more confidence and understood a little bit more about high school. We were less awkward, and we started to become familiar with our classmates and our teachers. Sophomore year was the year most of us started getting our driver's license. We walked around with our keys on the lanyard, spinning it just to let everybody know we could drive now. Sophomore year was the year the class of 2020 became the Pandas, because Lakota just happened to have a panda suit, and it evolved into our class mascot. By the end of the year, most of us knew how to spell sophomore. Junior year was exciting and stressful all at the same time. We started studying for the SAT and researching potential colleges. It was time to try to figure out exactly what we wanted to do with our lives. And figuring out what we wanted to do with our lives never left our minds, because we were constantly being asked by anyone and everyone. But with more responsibilities came more freedom. We had our first open campus days and open periods. Open periods were spent doing some schoolwork, but mostly hanging out and talking with friends. We would go and get coffee or food, and we spent time building relationships we would never forget. October of junior year, we had our best pep rally, all built around a story about Mr. George trying to find a guy in a ditch during elementary school, all because the guy twice his size stole his tater tots, which ended in Mr. George getting sat on because he tried to roundhouse kick him in the head. After that, he quit karate. Finally, senior year. Senior year came and went way too quickly. We started off the year so excited about our last year in high school. We had more freedom and more responsibilities than any year before. A lot of us traveled from CWI to Vision and vice versa. We tried to start applying for colleges. We had to write essays and fill out information about ourselves, our interests, our achievements, and the degrees we wanted to pursue. Some of us enlisted in the military, and others contemplated where we were going to work after high school. We entered the world of adulthood, making huge life decisions. It was also the year filled with lasts. The last first day of high school, our last homecoming dance, the last pep rally, the last spirit week. We played our last volleyball, baseball, basketball, and softball games, swam in our last swim meets, performed in our last concerts and plays. We had our last cram sessions in the bathroom 5 minutes before a test, competed in our last CrossFit and weightlifting competitions as high school students, and we walked the crowded hallways for the last time. Our last day of high school was unknowingly March 13th. The senior class of 2020 definitely gave a whole new meaning to Senior Skip Day. I personally only went to school 4 days in the month of March. We had our last fundraiser, the first ever Beauty and the Beast pageant for the boys, where we saw all the senior boys in dresses strutting their stuff. Even though senior year was full of lasts, I'm thankful for all the things we got to do and the time we got to spend with each other. And there's a Hannah signature clock. Now, as we step into this new chapter of our lives, I want you to envision what you want your life to look like. Understand your life will not always go as planned, because that's just life. But life has a funny way of being way better than you ever imagined. Just like high school was way better than I had ever imagined. I never imagined I would have the great relationships I have now. I never imagined I would be standing here in front of you as valedictorian. I never imagined I would be co-class president. I never imagined I would be a competitor in Olympic weightlifting, medaling in state. I never imagined I would get my level 1 CrossFit certification. I never imagined I would have the opportunity to do an amazing internship at Snake River CrossFit at my favorite place in the world with some of my favorite people. I never imagined I would have an amazing best friend who makes me better and has stuck with me for the past 5 years. I never imagined I would be going to NNU this upcoming year. None of these things were in my plan for high school, but all of this was just life being way better than I had ever imagined. Now as we move on, I want you to continue to strive to be better in everything you do. Always trying to become better will bring new amazing people and experiences into your life. Jocko says, getting better isn't a hack or a trick or one change that you need to make. Getting better is a campaign. It's a daily, weekly, hourly fight against weakness, temptation, and laziness. It's a campaign of discipline, a campaign of hard work and dedication, waking up early, going to bed late, and grinding out every second in between, every single day. As we leave high school and take a step into really what is the beginning of our lives, I want you to continue on the course of your campaign. Let people know you're worth it and stand in the presence of those who recognize your worth and potential. Choose to put yourself around people who will make you better. The class of 2020 in Vision Charter School helped us to become better. But now that we learned all we can from each other and from high school, it is now time to move on to the next chapter of our campaign. The next part of our lives where we continue to learn and grow and become better people. Thank you so much for the past 4 years. Thank you for the memories. Good luck in the next part of your life and continue